I'm leaving Fatuhiva right now for Tahuata, which is an island just a couple miles off the coast of Hivaoa. It's about a 45-mile sail to get there from here. 40 to 60-mile sails are the worst because they're about a full day of sailing. You leave at sunrise, you get in at sunset, and you bake in the cockpit all day long in the sun. So, what I decided to do this time was to leave at sunset, sail all night, and arrive at sunrise. But since I have only 40 miles to go, I can sail totally underpowered, which means lots of sleep, and the trip will just go by without me even noticing. Right now, I'm in the wind shadow of Fatuhiva, and as soon as I get out from around the corner, I'll set all my sails and go to bed. It's pretty cool. Funky winds around here though, that's why I have the engine on and the main sheeted in all the way, because it's just super swirly, gusty. I have wind coming at me from every angle, so I'm just gonna motor until I get out into the steady ocean breeze. Welcome to Winterview Sailing. I am single-handing migrant 27 around the world. I started my trip in Maine with a very cold 10-month overhaul of my entire boat. Solo sailed through the Caribbean, the Panama Canal, 41 days alone across the Pacific, and now I am sailing in French Polynesia, trying to learn French, living the castaway lifestyle of my dreams, and doing a bunch of awesome sailing. On board the Geck, I have no fridge, water maker, fancy electronics, and my dinghy is a rowboat with a sail rig. Currently, my videos lag a couple months behind where I am in real space and time, so if you're interested in seeing what I'm doing in my daily life, check out my Instagram @BoatLizard. I'm joined in my adventures by fellow single-hander Jarne Schmidt. He is from Belgium. He left 2 years ago on his Belgian-built Spirit 32. We met in Panama a little over a year ago, and we've been buddy boating through the Pacific ever since then. Out of the corner of my eye, I caught 50 feet on the depth sounder, and it's been just thousands of feet. And then I looked at my chart, and I am in uncharted territory right here, or unsurveyed. I don't know what I just sailed over. I wasn't really looking at the depth sounder because I thought that I was cool because it's 4,000 feet just to the left of the uncharted waters. So I don't know how shallow it actually did get, but fuck. That was startling. Starting to around the corner now, starting to get some swell. Pretty soon it's going to be time for ocean waves. I can't wait to get away from this island now because it has surprise rocks in the water. Alright, I'm coming around the top of this guy now. So this is the line that I've made, and my journey is to here. This is Hivaoa, the big guy, and then this is Tahuata, the little guy. So instead of going in a straight line, I'm going to be hugging the coast a little bit. Jarne and I are leaving at around the same time, both trying to sleep and going towards the same destination. Jarne is the only one who has AIS transmit of the two of us, so he can't see me, and then it becomes my responsibility to avoid collision and allow ourselves to sleep. We're taking slightly different routes. Ooh, I see whitecaps out there. It's always exciting coming around the headland because you never know what you're gonna get for waves or swell or breakers or wind. I always hope for the best because in this moment it's Schrodinger's weather and it could either be amazing or not amazing, and we don't know, so I like to pretend amazing. Wind vanes are great at sea, but close to shore when the wind gets swirly, wind vanes are not great at all because they steer you to the wind. So with every gust you round up, and when the wind is kind of puffing and undecided around the corner, it just is more work to have a wind vane than not. The wind is filling in, but it's still really squirrely. Just got clapped by the boom. So I'm motoring because Exhibit A. Yeah, I'm around the headland. I don't think the wind knows that, but it doesn't matter. It's a beautiful night, and there's an almost full moon now. You can just see it up there. Super gorgeous. I'm really happy. This is my favorite time of day at sea. Jarne and I were talking about it. We're not crazy about leaving in the evening because kind of you spend the whole day anticipating the leave. Like today I wasn't sure what to do with myself, but then when you actually go, it's nice. So we both decided that the best time to leave is around 11 or 12. You can get up, have a nice breakfast, drink a couple cups of coffee, slowly get everything ready, but you're constantly moving. And when you're not leaving until 5, for me, I'm like, oh, I need to do as much on land as possible because I'm gonna be at sea. But then I'll just be getting in at sunrise tomorrow morning to the next land. So it's kind of, yeah, it's ridiculous. As the sun got lower, I got calmer and settled into the cockpit to start watching the sun go down, which is one of the best things you can do at sea. It's probably, as I said before, my favorite time of day. I love watching the colors slowly fade from yellows, oranges, and purples to the darker blues of the nighttime. Yarna just called me on the VHF. We've drawn this line imaginarily from our anchorage to where we're going, and my territory is to the right of the line and his is to the left of the line, and this ensures that we won't bump into each other in the night. I am down to my second reef in the main and my small head sail, and I'm still going too fast, which puts me in at 3 in the morning. So what I'm thinking I might do is once I get about here or something, I might just strike my head sail and sail under main only, and hopefully that'll reduce my speed enough that I can get in at a later time. Morning! I'm just seeing the southern tip of Tahuata as the sun is rising, and these giant dolphins have come and they're playing around my bow wake. This one particular lady was just being so playful. She spent a lot of time on her back showing me her belly, and even when her friends came over, she seemed pretty unfazed. She also rolled over a couple times to check me out with her big dolphin eye, and there was a moment when we stared at each other, me standing on my bow looking down into the water, and her from the water looking up into the world of the air. It seemed like time just stood still for a second while we stared into each other's eyes. Good morning. I'm in front of this beauty field eating leftover spaghetti. I wanted to sleep more, but once you get in the lee of these mountains, you get these crazy gusts, and the wind just does whatever it wants to do. So it has to be hand steering or tiller pilot steering. So hand steering is good. Suddenly, we're going really fast. Back in Motorland. I'm behind Tahuata now, and then the total wind shadow, so I am sitting on the helm, motoring my little heart out. You can see the next headland, that's the one that I'm trying to get around, and then that's the other bay, so if you want to take a look at where I am. Yes, this is Tahuata, the O is up there, and this bay you can see here is this bay, where there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sailboats, and then there's another tiny bay, and then there's this one, which is where I'm heading. I'm a little tired. I'm excited to go ashore again in this new spot. Apparently there's Wi-Fi here. One of the reasons we decided to go to this bay is because we both have some stuff we need to do on the internet, and cell hasn't been good enough where we are to really do much. Yeah. Just got into the anchorage here, and I'm on Yarna's boat now. I am ready for a giant nap, and then tomorrow our plan is to go do a little waterfall hike, have some land leg exercise. We've just hiked about an hour to get to this waterfall.
It's not. It is a waterfall.
The water is falling. It's actually really peaceful. It's kind of like one of those zen... I've never seen a zen toy this enormous.
In a zen garden.
It's like being in a zen garden. It's a really nice sound. I'm contemplating going in, but the water looks kind of icky. So I'm not sure. I don't know. I'll probably do it anyway. I think it's also really cold, but this is the reward for the hike that we've just been on. So I kind of feel like I have to do it. Oh, it's so icky.
I know.
Kind of.
How is it?
Yarana is coming in. Yes! Now you just have to go for it. I think evidence suggests that you float. Yay!
Whoa, it's so big! It's so big! Ah! What is this?
What is what?
Nice, though.
It's really nice.
Super pretty, though.
Yeah. Nice. Okay, I'm rating this waterfall pool 6 out of 10.
Hey, 8 out of 10. Oh, but there's this fish attacking me, Holly.
Dramatic reenactment. Good experience overall. Arna versus Coconut. Coconut 1. Arna 0. Alright, it's time to head back down to our little waiting boats and have some proper lunch. Thanks for watching this week's video. I put up new videos every 2 weeks on Mondays, and for my patrons, you guys get a snack on the weeks that I don't put up a YouTube. If you would like to become a patron, my Patreon is patreon.com/windhippie, and thank you so much to all of my patrons who support me and make this possible. For one-time donations, my PayPal is paypal.me/windhippie, and links to both of those are in the description below. Thank you, Tish, who puts these videos from Dropbox for me onto YouTube with her superior upload skills. And thank you guys for all of your lovely comments. I read them all as soon as I'm able to get to some Wi-Fi or good cellular connection. Right now, right before I finished editing this video, I swam with a manta ray that was as wide across as I am tall, which is not that tall, but still big. And so I'm just going to give you guys a tiny bit of that footage because I'm so excited about it, I can't not share it right away. Insanity. Okay, full manta footage will be showing up in an upcoming video. In the meantime, have a lovely Monday, and I'll see you guys in 2 weeks.